3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 1168. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting the subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. If you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome, and thank you very much for your support in helping me reach 300 subscribers at this time, as well as your presence during this reading. So jumping straight into interpreting the number 1168, for some reason, I'm feeling connected to Eugenia Cooney right now, for some reason, like I said. I want to take that if it resonates, but in 1168, there are two ones. And the number 1 for me is about grounding yourself and having trust and faith, definitely within yourself, your intuition, your strength, but also in the universe, what's possible for you and how you and the universe can work together to create or manifest something that you're passionate about or that aligns with who you truly are. Moving on to the number 6, this number is about encouragement for you to love and take care of yourself instead of hating and neglecting yourself. It's encouragement for you to prioritize or stay focused on building a healthy relationship with yourself. And I just saw the number 234 on the timer, which is about trusting that everything happens for a reason. And I just saw another number, 243, that could be a sign about a warning to protect yourself from somebody who may be trying to exploit your vulnerability or to coerce or manipulate you into a vulnerable position. It feels like loving and caring for yourself could really, really help with protecting yourself from somebody or just people in general who want to take advantage of you and mistreat you, manipulate you. I am feeling frustration here. And whether you're feeling frustration or something else, give yourself the space and the time that you need to work through these feelings, to express them, and to really understand them, not only in a practical sense and where they're coming from, but also in a spiritual sense and what they really mean. I personally believe that whatever makes us feel angry or frustrated, I feel like it's supposed to help us see what we're meant to do with our lives, with our time, with our experiences. Because I don't believe we're meant to just suppress the anger or just pretend it's not there, or just pretend everything's okay when it's not. I think we were meant to express this anger and this passion in healthy and constructive ways. Just be careful with where you focus. I want to say your time, your energy, your attention, your emotions, especially anger. And really just anything else that feels like is powerful and is weighing on you. Be careful how you use this power, this energy that you could be feeling. Moving on to the number 8. This number is about loss and trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. And this could have been someone or something that you lost in the past in one way or another, something that you are currently losing, or something that you think you might lose in the future. And I think as long as you are loving yourself, trusting yourself, having faith in yourself, trusting the guidance that you receive that really resonates with you, it's okay to accept whatever loss has passed, is passing, or will pass. Maybe it's important here for you to have more of a willingness to let go of certain people or situations that do not allow you to trust your own instincts and to care for yourself in the way that you deserve. There could be something here about you being connected with people who don't care for you in the way that you deserve. I think the best way to know whether someone is treating you good or not, is really asking yourself, if I treated myself this way, how would it make me feel? Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 6 is 8, and 8 plus 8 is 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. And while I was adding up those numbers, I saw the number 654 on the timer, which is another sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. And I saw it right when I said the number 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. There might be a significant decision that you'll need to make, or that somebody else needs to make. But the number 7 is about learning and growing and expanding your awareness and your consciousness, becoming wiser, not just in a practical sense, but also in a spiritual sense, really connecting with the deeper meaning behind your own existence, this reality, just existential things, I think is the best way to say it. What is there, what opportunity is there for you to learn something or to grow in some way? I'm seeing the Ace of Swords in my mind's eye because I saw it earlier while I was messing with the cards and laying them all out so I could choose them when I record these readings. And I specifically remember it did have the word learning written on it. I kind of want to see if I can find it just so I can just show you. So I think it has something else written on it too. And aces are opportunities card. Swords are about your mind. Yeah. As soon as I just said mind, I found it. Learning and clear mind. It does appear that the focus here is on your mental health, or just what's going on the inside, your mental health or your intuition. Maybe both. Something here about being clear-minded and learning. Maybe there is something here for someone that you need to allow yourself to grieve and heal from, and allow this healing to not only bring you peace and comfort, but also awareness and wisdom. Overall, this number 1168 has encouraged you to have trust and faith and to really love and care for yourself right now, especially if there is some sort of significant loss that you need to process and trust that once you find the answers that you need, it will pay off. It may take some time, or maybe a lot of time. But there's something here about trusting the path that you're on. Trusting that you went through what you did for a reason. There is something here to learn and to grow from. And for somebody, maybe there's a very important decision that needs to be made here, whether you need to make that decision or somebody else. You know, like the ball is in their court type of thing. I'm going to take what resonates. So I saw the number 111 on the timer while I was being silent. Now I'm feeling connected to the song Silent Night as well as the painting. I think it's Starry Night. Yeah, I just felt that maybe there's something significant here about the nighttime. It means night in Italian. So it appears that past loved ones are bringing focus here to the nighttime. Are you struggling with sleep, or is there something significant happening at night? Now I'm thinking of that episode of SpongeBob, taking out the trash at night. Is there something scary that happens at night? Something that maybe forces you to be outside of your comfort zone? As we already said with the number 1, you seeing the number 111 on the timer, the number is about having trust and faith. And I just saw another sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason with the number 234 on the timer. Have trust and faith in yourself for a reason, especially if you are really feeling like there is somebody here who is trying to manipulate you or take advantage of you in some way. But there are a few decks of cards on the table. This is the Ancestor Spirit Oracle, Nightmare Before Christmas, and these are just index cards that I made and wrote on with things myself that I just felt called to write on them. How can you turn impatience into patience? Maybe that's an important question for somebody to ask themselves. I'm going to start here with the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. Maybe there's something at home, like a family relationship, a bad job, a certain way of living that needs to be released. I mean, in general, ancestors do feel very significant for this reading because they just want you to feel safe and secure, comfortable, protected, and cared for. Not just surviving in life, but also thriving. So, the Ancestor Spirit Oracle card that I have says connect with water. It says ocean, water spirits, and hydrate. I see the element of water as being connected to, well, not only your emotions, but also your intuition. What you're feeling, both intuitively and emotionally, feels like it really has something to teach or show you, especially if there's something here about sharing what you have learned with others, especially like family or close relationships that are tied to your sense of security and stability. Whenever I saw the word ocean, I felt connected to, I think it's the Italian word for ocean, which is oceano, I think. So perhaps past loved ones are encouraging you to connect with water to help you process your feelings. Whatever your intuition is trying to tell you, whatever it is trying to guide you, it feels like there's something significant here about the ocean or just water in general. There could also be something significant here specifically about whales or turtles. Turtles kind of feel like they might be connected to protection. Let's go ahead and draw a tarot card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Okay, so I actually have a major arcana for you, and it actually has the number 7 on it. And like I said, number 7 is about expanding your awareness and your consciousness and becoming wiser and more spiritually in tune and connected. It feels like your ancestors here are focusing particularly on being more spiritually in tune and connected. It feels like whatever awareness this is could really help you strengthen your faith, your spiritual faith. But the card that I have is the Chariot, and it does have some things written on it. It says setbacks, lack of willpower. This setbacks word is reminding me of whenever I showed you that card that asked, how can you turn impatience into patience right now? This card also says too focused on the details. Remember the main motive for your goals. I'm feeling connected to the Italian word motivo. Even your past loved ones are asking you to remember your motive, or at least to better understand it, to make sure that it actually comes from an honest and fair place. Not just honest and fair for other people, but also for yourself. The Chariot card in general, when it's upright, it's about your intuition and your instincts being in the driver's seat instead of your fears. When it's in reverse, this tells me that there's a lot of fear here. And maybe this is an opportunity for you to learn how to have a healthier relationship with fear, whether it's learning how to move forward despite it and to have courage, or, just determining if you should even be afraid. Overcoming anxiety, sometimes it's about changing your perspective so you don't feel anxious. And sometimes it's about just accepting that the anxiety is there, letting yourself have courage and move forward. Anyway, I'm really feeling connected to a lion, especially when I think about the Strength card in the tarot, which is another major arcana. Whatever you're going through, whatever this fear is about, it's not little, it's not minute, it's not easy. And I really feel that learning how to have more patience for somebody will make a difficult situation at least a little bit less difficult. Be your own best friend right now, your own parent, whatever you need right now, especially emotionally and spiritually. I'm going to draw out the last card with these index cards now. Okay, so we have song lyrics. I pulled this card before in a reading somewhat recently, and these are song lyrics from the song Bloodshot by Sam Tinez, Tinez. The song lyrics say, focus on my insides, doctor says I'm alright, gotta keep it locked tight if I'm gonna survive, yeah. Focus on my insides. This really seems to be confirming the need here to focus on what is going on within you. And this can be more emotional or spiritual or even physical. Maybe there's something you feel like you have to keep locked with inside to protect yourself, to feel like that's what you have to do to survive. And if your instincts and your intuition are telling you to be careful about what you talk about, I wouldn't overlook that, knowing what I'm still dealing with and what I've been through. Not everybody needs to know everything. And, you know, I would say, only take this if it resonates, but don't share sensitive information only in hopes of changing somebody's mind about you or something. Only share those sort of details when you truly feel safe, like they'll actually be handled with care. Overall, this reading has encouraged you to ground yourself in trust and faith and self-love, and to allow yourself to breathe and to heal from some sort of loss from the past, the present, or the future. Because there really is something here to learn from, something to grow from. Your ancestors are encouraging you to connect with water, or at least, you know, whatever water symbolizes, whatever the ocean symbolizes. I personally think a lot of weird stuff has been happening with the ocean. It's kind of a scary place in general, but it feels like the ocean or water could be calling to you right now, and if it's not, maybe it's something you want to explore, at least on a symbolic level. This feels like it's confirmation to explore your emotions and what your intuition is trying to tell you. Again, I'm feeling connected to a whale. This is an opportunity here for you to really learn how to trust your intuition, have faith in it, and your instincts. I just saw another sign of trust. Everything happens for a reason with the number 2, 3, 4. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever is making you anxious, it's happening for a reason. There's something here to learn. And one of the things I want to say is about your power and your potential, but there could absolutely be other things as well. It does appear that the focus should be on the inside. Be careful with what you say, what information you share.